Anna says, "Hi Mehran, I am 32, female, Boston." Oh, Boston. Why do I like Boston? Because Boston cream at Tim Hortons was one of my favorite pastries. Every time we went to martial art classes with my son, and he was a little boy, when we came on our way home, we would always stop at Tim Hortons and get a Boston cream, or at least a bunch of them, take home, have it with milk. So Boston has a very sweet connotation for me. So let's see what Anna says. Anna says, "I'm 32, female, Boston." And then she repeats that, says, "I'm 32." Yes, Anna, I got that. And and I am meeting my first boyfriend. Really? Your first boyfriend? You're 32. Where have you been raised? In a convent? He's 32 too. And he has had many girlfriends, unlike me. I'm having a really hard time with retroactive jealousy. Oh, come on, come on, come on now. Don't. Listen, right now you're a goddess to him. Why? Because none of those that he used to have a relationship with are in the picture with him. He's with you. He wishes to please you. He wishes to be affirmed by you. He wishes to get your approval. He's there for you. Why is he not with others? Because you are the best choice. Because he's grown up. What he chose when he chose was much younger. So his version of much younger did not have the intelligence or the sophistication as he has today, because we all grow and advance. And through his growth, having had the chance to be with those other girls and personalities, have realized what he does or does not like. And he has grown and understood that his specifications and standards should be higher because those didn't work for him. And with that growth and understanding of what his standards and expectations are, he has come to you. So you're the best version of anything that he had ever had in the past. It's like you're the T3000 model. Do you remember the movie I'll Be Back? Model 3000 was a woman, no? That's the higher and newer model, more advanced than any other one. It's a different time and space. So you couldn't have been anything that could be compared to the others because they were all inferior models to you. And his version today is never the same version that you're worried about that was interacting with those girls in the past, because he wasn't who he is today in the past. Some different version of him with less understanding or expectation, whatever it was having a relationship with those girls. Today he's different, and what he is today, those girls never had an experience to interact with. This is a new version of him, advanced and to the level that is being qualified to attract your attention, and you being higher in standards and qualifications than those other girls. That's why his new is attracted to you, because you're also advanced much further than those girls ever was, because he wasn't advanced enough as he is today to even understand what comparison is there. And you weren't around to compare it. If you were maybe at the same time there, definitely would be probably choosing you, because that's the evolution of his choices to this. He's not going to go back. So what comparison are you doing? He's already done the comparison and chosen the fact that this is a more advanced version, you. And he's hoping to be able to win your support and your affirmation. So stop being jealous for something that doesn't exist. It's like saying, I'm having this food and I'm hungry and it's very delicious, this lasagna. It's amazing. But yet I'm wondering, the food that I had 2 months ago, a lasagna, if this is better than that or that was better. Who cares? That doesn't even exist. That's the only one that is here, and it's most delicious, and I'm really happy with it. So why are we conditioned to constantly compare things? We can't even believe our own taste and preference. What is in front of us, what I'm experiencing. I have to compare with some fucking thing in the past in order to convince myself that this is the best. I can't decide that this is the best. I have to find a comparison to say that this is the best. That means you don't believe in yourself. Not that there's anything wrong with you. You are, in fact, as we talked about it, higher in standards, qualifications, and qualities of anything he had ever had in the past. But you don't seem to believe it. Why? You're the only reality in his life. All those things don't even exist. I don't care what they were. I don't care even if he had the chance to be with, I don't know, in the past, be with Sharon Stone, for heaven's sake. We can't be sexier than that. I mean, no one can. When she was that sexy. So, but the fact is, I don't care if she was with Sharon Stone, but that doesn't exist anymore. What doesn't exist, I don't care how good it was. It's useless and meaningless. Non-existence of something amazing is never comparable to something that is in existence and is amazing. So, we figured it out. And listen, British say, never let them see you bleeding. As soon as people see you bleeding, you're hurt, you feel vulnerable, they're going to try to hurt you. So even if you ever walk in the street with him and see some top-notch, gorgeous, just amazing woman passing by, don't lose a beat at all. Just turn around and say, wow, that was a nice, beautiful woman, and walk forward with full confidence, which means you appreciate and recognize the beauty of that woman, but yet you don't feel she's good enough. Why? Who cares? That's your attitude. Not to be arrogant about it, just say, hey, did you see that girl? She looked gorgeous, didn't she? That's the end of it. Your confidence will overshadow whatever sexuality, beautiful beauty that woman may have had. May have had. That's a new sentence. Grammatically, possibly correct. So, all right. And look, Anna, with all what I said, which is you got to watch this again and understand what I just said, I'm going to give you one more cue. Never forget this. I went to university in Portland, Oregon, and Lewis and Clark was the name of the college. It's, of course, a very highly accredited university, but everything is called college there, even though they're full 4-year and 6-year masters, these masters and all that. So, and that was close to Reed College. I think that's where Steve Jobs went to school, at least while he was there. And that was our sister university, our sister college. Anyhow, that's a background. One day we were told that the world champion in billiards, pool playing, they've arranged for a demonstration by this world champion. His name was Jack White. He was a big, fat, chubby man. And we all gathered in the hall where the pool table was, and all intrigued and excited to see how this demonstration will go. So Jack White comes with his little wooden container, which is, the cue is billiard. The pool cue was in there, the stick. So he gets ready and all that, and he says, who wants to play? And we had this guy that always was, a noodle in every soup. And so I said, oh, me, I play. I play. So, okay. So he goes in there, and he starts saying, and he said, have you played? So he said, oh, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. So Jack White said, when it was Jack White's turn, the guy did something, and it was Jack White's turn, or did he start? I don't know. And while he was playing, he said something I never forget. He said, I don't care how good you are. Jack White's turn, and he's hitting the shots. And while he's hitting the shots, he said, I don't care how good you are. Not to him necessarily, to anybody. He says, I don't care how good you are. I've got the cue. Do you understand what it means? I don't care how great of a pool player you are. I don't care what master you have. I don't care how many championships you've won. I don't care any of that, because I've got the cue. Meaning it's my turn. I don't care how good you are. It's not your turn. You can't even try it. So it doesn't matter how good you are as long as it's my turn. Do you understand that? Which means all your anxieties and jealousy and all that is for nothing. Baseless. Why? Because it doesn't matter how good they were or how bad they were or how expert they were in doing whatever. I don't care what relationship we had. They don't exist. It's your turn. You got the cue. You're the one actuality. You're the one in present. And you own the field. It's your turn. Right on that. Anna, the rest of it is just your own brain, which you shouldn't give into bullshit. You are the boss right now. So be yourself. Don't worry about anything else.